Good evening, ladies, or should I say women, little women, as you're often referred. Very exciting. Your story will be told through opera. Coming up with Pittsburgh Opera. We're all very excited about that. Let's go around and introduce ourselves. Beth, let's start with you.
Okay. I'm Beth. I'm Beth March. Go on, Beth.
What an exciting life you must lead.
Yeah.
She's our little bird. Our little love.
I get a little shy.
You know what? Take a sip of this. You'll be just fine. Well, there's plenty more where that came from.
I'll try. Amy!
Actually, we'll spike up your tea there.
She doesn't need anything to loosen her up.
That'll knock your socks off, Amy.
My name is Amy March. I am the youngest of this crew, but I am, I would say, perhaps the most precocious.
Oh, there's a good word, precocious.
But I'm also an artiste myself. I, unlike Beth, who dabbles in the music, I dabble in the visual arts. I am a drawer and a painter myself.
Oh.
Here, I'll show you.
Oh.
See, it has something like this, and then there's...
So this is
this is my own private.
Oh.
Yes, but you get...
Well, my name is Josephine March, but everyone calls me Jo. I prefer it that way. Well, I write books. That's pretty much my life. My sisters are my absolute best friends, and I write books in my free time.
Yeah.
And I hope to be a famous writer one day.
What do you think about this 50 Shades of Grey that is popular recently? Around these parts, anyway.
I've never...
I will lend it to you. Meg!
I would like to do that.
Meg, what's going on in your world, my dear?
Well, I'm Margaret March, but as my friends call me Meg.
Oh, do you mind if I call you
I
Meg?
would love it.
Okay. So we're friends then.
We
also
are
that.
friends.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
You can play our little game later with us.
Oh, very good.
Yes. I am the eldest of this bunch and soon to be, hopefully, married.
Oh, wonderful. Congratulations.
Thank you. Jo's not too excited for me, but she'll get there.
Now, I understand that you four are fond of a little game that we will actually see in the performance about your lives called Truth or Fabrication.
Yes.
Now, what is this game?
Well, up in our attic, we have different bags of laundry. We have, Marmee has different
has a
chores
full
for us.
laundry.
So to make our chores a little bit more interesting, we have a little folding game. So
Wow,
we sort
a folding game.
It's very fun.
Now, do you think that might just be a ruse to get you to do the laundry?
Absolutely not. Marmee would never, ever trick us into something like that.
Never.
No, we absolutely... It's just about the game. It's so much fun. We start with bags of laundry, and whoever the Sorted laundry.
By
That's
type.
true. That's true. By type.
Very good.
But nothing too private for you to see.
And the person who folds
Trust
the last
me.
piece...
So don't worry, I've seen it all. Now, let me add, you ladies strike me as very polished and proper and kind. What do you look for in a man?
My ideal beau is about my age, or maybe a year or two older. I don't want him 1 foot in the grave.
Oh, tell me about it. Joe, what is your ideal date?
Well, my ideal date would be going to the park with my sisters.
Well, that's great. I meant, sort of romantically, like with a man.
I don't follow.
A man.
Joe, you understand.
I have no interest in men.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh?
Yeah, really.
Oh.
I just think men are, great as friends, but really marriage is the absolute worst possible thing that could happen to a woman in my mind.
I happen to know some eligible bachelors. What do you think of this fella right here? Would you go out on a date with this guy?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Is he of noble
sing my
standing?
music.
Oh yeah, he's very well renowned, and he's into music, as I know all of you are too. This is Luciano Pavarotti. He's a very famous opera singer, but you know what? You might be better off because I've heard he's very difficult to work for, especially now since he's dead, actually. But now what about this fella here? This is Mike Bazzelli, who does theater reviews for us on Burgh Vivant. What do you think about?
Amy, that
what
looks
do you
like
think about
your
Mike?
type, actually.
Yeah?
Yes, Amy, that looks like your
I think
ideal
I could see
gentleman.
that.
It sounds like he's from this place called Pittsburgh. I've never
You know,
heard of
he is. He
Pittsburgh.
loves to go to L.A. too. In fact, he was
What
just
is
there.
L.A.
Los Angeles, city of the angels, my dears.
Angels.
City of Angels. Are there dead people there?
You want to talk about 1 foot in the grave? Most of them are, but they don't look like it because we have a little thing called plastic surgery. We just give a little nip and tuck, and 10 years younger, 20 even now. This guy's quite a catch. This is Christopher Hahn, the director
looks
of
like-
Pittsburgh Opera. Now, this is a guy you want to know.
I could see, Joe, I've seen you go after older men before. I could see that. I could
But
see
not
that.
much older.
Joe?
And
I do like his gray hair.
beautiful accent, by the way.
I'm
And-
really into that.
Accents and people, but I'm still not
you will
interested in
probably
German
run
accents.
into him at the opera.
Okay.
Well, perhaps it really
Keep
just
our-
depends if he has any
We'll keep
personality.
our minds open.
So I have to ask, who's the Marcia, and who's the Jan, and who's the Cindy Brady here? Let me simplify.
Can't help it.
Let me simplify here. Who's the Mary? Who's the Rhoda? Beth, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I don't know. I haven't thought that far.
Oh, so you live in the present. What? Oh. Oh, I see.
She's very strong.
So you keep living in the
Very
present. You keep your head up. Has anybody here ever been to Pittsburgh before?
No, can't say that we have. We don't get out of Concord much.
Have you heard of it? What have you heard of it?
Pittsburgh?
Well, some people may call it that, but actually it's Pittsburgh. B-U-R-G-H, which is interesting
That
as
seems
well.
counterintuitive.
I know, it's very unusual, but so are the people, trust me. It's a big food city. I mean, it's getting written up in national magazines all over the place.
We love stews and
Stews.
bread and bread.
A pierogi. Now, oh, you're gonna love this.
What is that?
A pierogi. Well, I think every culture has a dumpling, okay? Which is like a little doughy thing with a little something in it. So a pierogi is like would you know ravioli, the Italian little pasta thing? So a pierogi is kind of like a big ravioli stuffed with potato and onion, and sometimes you can, get a little different flavor in there. So it's like a little meal in a pasta pocket, and Pittsburgh is nuts for
Is
them
it
for
in a
some reason.
broth or is it just on its own?
Well, if you consider butter and onions a broth, then yes. Joe, you yourself are a writer. Is this correct? Now, do you feel that these experiences of you and your sisters and your family would make a good story?
They would make a good story. In fact, I have written the story.
Have you?
I titled it Little Women.
Oh, now how did
Yes.
you come up with that title?
Well, Marmee calls us her Little Women. It's all about my sisters, but it's a fantastic book.
Is it a comedy? Is it a tragedy? Is it a drama? How would you sell it?
All of them rolled into one.
Wow.
It's really a page turner.
What?
I highly suggest everyone read it.
You know who I think had a nice voice was Ricardo Montalban.
Oh.
Yeah?
I don't know my name. It sounds ethnic though.
We will watch Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan, and you will be as impressed as I am by his.
God, that sounds like one of your pot boilers, Josephine.
Your pot boy.
Yes, my pot boiler.
I am woman, hear me roar. Numbers
like
too
this
big to ignore.
I am woman, hear me roar.
That is a start.